Power to the people! Power to the people! People got the power! People got the power!
Yay, Ian, tell me about today and the verdict. Tell me what happened in court.
Okay, absolutely euphoric, obviously, at the moment. I must say, when I first arrived at the courts at about 8:45 this morning, I was a bit concerned because I was pretty much there on my own. But the good news is that by the time we were ushered into the court, which was around about 10:45 or so, there were some 50-odd people from the camp and from Balcombe. And the West Sussex County Council. There was the barrister and I think maybe 2 people from the council, so they were seriously outnumbered. But obviously we had no idea what to expect, and I think a lot of people were expecting the worst, i.e. that the eviction would be effectively sanctioned. But the judge literally came out of the starting blocks, and she was on fire. I mean, absolutely on fire. And she ripped into the West Sussex County Council's barrister, and within the first paragraph she basically told him that the case was flawed, which of course put him onto the back foot. And so from that point forward it was pretty much plain sailing, and the only issue was really how long the camp was going to be permitted to remain here without any further legal challenge. The judge was extremely critical of the West Sussex case, and she was very annoyed that the council deposition made no reference to the fact that Quadrilla have to leave the site by the 28th of September. So when she discovered that, she said, well, hang on a second, let me get this right. The camp's been there for 55 days, and you're seeking an eviction order now when, in fact, Quadrilla have to vacate the site in just 12 days' time. She asked if there was going to be any presence here after Quadrilla left, and once she realised that the intention is to move when Quadrilla moved, because there's no reason to stay here, she was basically suggesting that there was no case really to answer anyway. So she gave the West Sussex County Council the opportunity to effectively withdraw, but they didn't want to do that. So what they've agreed to do is to effectively adjourn until the 8th of October, which of course is some 10 days after Quadrilla have to vacate this particular location because the planning permission expires. If there is any physical presence of the camp here after 8th of October, then she effectively gave leave to the council to resubmit their application. But I want to make the observation, the judge was asking the question about why it had been fast-tracked. And I believe that the decision to fast-track this probably came down from central government. And I think West Sussex were effectively instructed to find a way to get the camp evicted before Thursday. And the reason that Thursday is so critical is that the 19th and 20th of September sees the first of a series of major shale gas industry conferences in London. This event on Thursday is the European Shale Gas Convention. I think it's being chaired by Tim Yeo. There's a whole bunch of government people and government agency people participating. Obviously every major shale gas player will be represented. It's £1,375 a ticket, so guess what, I'm not going to be there. But it's in central London. I think there will probably be a presence outside the event, but it's actually my opinion that what they wanted to do was they wanted to pretty much crack open the bottles of champagne at the conference and say, yes, you know, we've got a result here. The camp was there for 55 days or whatever, but you know, we got the eviction order and it's all done, it's all dusted, so now we can unleash the shale gas industry in the UK without any further concern. And of course what's happened today has ensured that that is not the case. So in fact iGas Energy have a public event tomorrow, and we're going to have a significant presence up there trying to ensure that the general public who attend that event obviously have the opportunity to hear the other side of the case, as it were. But I think the next stage of the game is that the government and the shale gas industry will look to probably establish about 12 consecutive drilling operations. And of course our challenge is to ensure that the Balcombe experience is effectively replicated 12 times over. camp's going to be here until quadrilla are due to leave at the end of their planning permission on September the 28th. So meanwhile, we need people to come down and share in the Balcombe experience. We need to take advantage of this court ruling and need to make sure that the Balcombe camp becomes the Balcombe Carnival. So come join the party.
Power to the people! Power to the people! The people got the power! The people got the power! Tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? Getting stronger by the hour! Stronger by the hour! Power! 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 He's almost singing. Come on, get ready.
I think, guys, you know the words by now, surely.